Today we're going to talk about seeing a psychic or seeing a witch. We'll know the most important interpretations that are related to it, whether it's seeing it in general or seeing the flu or hearing it talk. Oh, we'll also know when it's a good idea and when it's not a good idea. First of all, in general, the vision of a witch or a witch indicates a person who is hated or sometimes also a liar or a deceiver, the vision of a bad companion or a bad friend, whether the person who saw the vision is a man or a woman, the vision of a bad woman, a woman who is malicious or deceitful, or a symbol that indicates a lack of faith or weak faith, or a symbol that indicates a lack of faith in general. Also know to see the symbols that indicate an increase in anxiety and an increase in problems, or growing up that it may be that the opinion is going through problems, so it may indicate that these problems will grow in the next period. The divination of an unmarried man by spots which indicate a certain increase in his anxiety, and also sometimes indicate that he is committing some transgression or some outrage. It is well known that a married man sometimes indicates a temptation or a suspicion, sometimes indicates a travel opportunity that he will get, but the opportunity to travel will not be successful and will not be used to him with benefits. The arpa is also a symbol that indicates that a person is following the passions, sometimes the salts, indicating deception. A trader's or business owner's interest in avoiding debt sometimes indicates a potential loss. The graphene is also a symbol of envy. And there's a bad one. Whether this person is a close relative of mine, a friend, possibly a co-worker, whether this person will cause significant harm to me. When a person sees that they're going to a fortune teller or they're going to a witch. Without it, there are symbols that are unwelcome. It's a symbol of the understanding of anxiety that the more problems there are in the life of the clairvoyant, the greater the difficulties and obstacles that the clairvoyant may face in general. The familiarity of symbols that indicate a view's falling into lewdness or fornication. A fever for divination means that this person is in contact with a woman of ill repute. Or a mean woman, or a woman who commits indecency in general. So for the unmarried girl, when she sees that she is the comfort of a fortune teller, it means that she is entering a period in which she has some worries and some problems. So when she sees that she is the comfort of herself to the house of the fortune teller or the house of the witch, these are symbols that tell her that she will fall prey to deceitful and corrupt people. She has to guess. Speech with 10 symbols indicating that a word is false or deceptive. Even talking with a rafter would be the exact opposite of the truth. If she says good, it's bad. If she says bad, it's good. Speaking with a harp sometimes signals the devil's obsession. And a man is led astray from the path of truth. When you see in a dream that a fortune teller or a witch has spoken words, and these words were some of them true, and some of them false, the words of the fortune teller are generally false, and the words of the fortune teller are generally false, and the words of the fortune teller are generally false, and the words of the fortune teller are generally false. So is a single girl when she finds she's a fortune teller's comfort or a witch's comfort. Yeah, or someone's looking at a fanny pack or looking at the kitchen or all that stuff. A bunch of symbols that indicate that they're accompanied by very bad people. And religiously corrupt. Sometimes fortune-telling leads to a revelation of secrets. If I can't reveal a secret, it's no good that he knows. Sometimes the AA also symbolizes the presence of a woman in a girl's life. That woman might very well be saying something about her in particular, I've heard her say. Also the girl, when she sees that she is a fortune teller, it means that there will be a rivalry or enmity with a very bad person. And it's so mean that she's gonna get it. And if you see her speak, it means that she will hear lies, slander, and bad words or orders to do something bad. Superstitious talk also sometimes indicates the temptation of the devil or that he is trying to lead her astray from the path of truth. Neither shall the unmarried woman, when she shall see that she hath heard the oracle of the seer, do any good. Sometimes her words, if they're good, are evil and vice versa. Even a married woman, when she sees that she is a comfort to a fortune teller, has a number of symbols that may indicate that she is a revealer of secrets and a revealer of secrets. Sometimes it's a sign of a woman's shyness. That woman is very notorious. And she's taking a negative view of her life. Also, for a married woman to have a fortune teller come into the house would mean that if a deceived, deceitful, and very bad woman enters the house, then unfortunately her life will be turned upside down. She has to guess. I also mean that a woman with a lowly disposition entering the house may cause harm to herself or her husband. Also, if the oracle sees that she entered the house when she saw that she was kicking her out or kicking her out of the house, he paid a fine and saved her from any harm that could have happened to her. I also don't want to hear the words of a fortune teller, which means she's gonna hear something that sounds like a lie. That's not true. The superstition is the same as when it says a prophecy or says a word to it. It is the symbols that are associated with it. Do not believe it. Any prophecy will be the opposite of what we have said. This is a summary of the most important interpretations of superstitious visions that we have talked about in general. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know below. And I hope to God you'll be rewarded. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in a new video.